here we go. So let's just start by fully arriving here in this moment. So find yourself something comfortable to sit on. We'll be here for 5 minutes. 5 minutes of mindfulness. Try and shrink that amygdala, the worry center. So get yourselves comfortable and maybe bring your candle in now and you can light that. Just bear in mind where you're going to have it, and have it somewhere that you're not going to knock it through the practice and end up burning down your little space. We don't want that. So after we've done our 5 minutes sit, you can move it then as well, but just being aware of where you're going to put it. You don't have to have it directly in front of you. It can just be to the side, wherever is fine. So I'll keep mine here so that's visible. Finding your meditation posture, whether you're cross-legged or kneeling, butterfly, whatever works for you. So placing the hands somewhere they can rest. Easy posture for the spine. And maybe just drawing the chin slightly back. And closing the eyes, or maybe lowering the gaze, or just focusing on that candle. Let's follow the sound. As we start to come into this moment, direct experience through the senses, listening to the sound of the bowl fade away. Tuning into the body and finding that space in the body where you feel the breath moving, gently rising, gently falling. Feeling the expansion on the inhale and the soft release on the exhale. Just let the breath breathe itself. No need to change it in any way. We just simply observe what's already here. And then becoming aware of the rest of the body, zooming out to take in the feet and their connection to the ground. The angle of the legs, position of the knees, sensations on the surface of the skin or deeper within. sweeping the awareness up through the legs. And we come to our seat, our sitting bones, upon the earth, upon the ground. Feel our connection, our base, our foundation. Take a breath out here, and as you breathe in up through the spine to the crown. And as you breathe out, relaxing from the crown down as the breath descends. Breathing in, we have a little uplift through the spine to the crown. And as you breathe out, relax, almost like a sigh, moving down through the body. Relax, release, soften. Soften the face, shoulders, the elbows. And becoming aware of the placement of the hands. And back to the breath in the body, whole body, coming home. So if you allow your eyes to come open, and I think there's somebody just trying to get on. Let me just check this. Hello? I'll try again, and I'll try and admit you. Okay, so somebody couldn't get it on. I'm not sure if they're going to arrive or not. These things are sent to try us sometimes, try our patience. So let's move into our first posture. We're going to come into caterpillar. So legs out in front. Remember, you can move your candle if you like somewhere a little bit safer. Grab your props. Maybe you want that bolster or that cushion. And bringing the legs out in front. They don't have to be together. Just nice long legs in front. No activation in the muscles, so let the feet be floppy and loose. And we just use the bolster maybe either across or lengthways, whichever way works for you. All we're going to do is we're going to gently lift the belly, feel that energy coming up through the spine, roll forward until you feel the stretch up the back of your legs, maybe into your hips and lower back. And then just allow the body to softly release over the front there. So we start to turn inwards. Maybe resting the gaze on the navel, or maybe closing the eyes, coming back into the movement of the belly, gently rising and falling with each breath. So we're going to be here for around 3 minutes. So imbolc is a time when we're kind of just coming out of the depths of winter, not quite into spring, but the days start to get a little bit longer. And the earth starts to warm up a little bit. And as the earth starts to warm up, things start to stir in the ground. And it brings hope. As we start to see the snowdrops peek out, new life, new beginnings. It's also a really good time to let go of things that you no longer need, maybe habitual behaviour, or it could be a person, a situation. And just like the caterpillar shedding not just its skin, but it completely dissolves, it disintegrates in order to become a butterfly. It completely, its own digestive juices kind of eat it up, and actually if you opened a cocoon you'd just find a big puddle. There's only a few cells that survive that disintegration. And they're the ones that go on to build the butterfly. It's an amazing transformation. But it has to come from that place of surrender first. So gently release. Quite often in yin we have a little rebound here, but we're not going to tonight at this point. We're going to open into butterfly. So the soles of the feet come together. We're going to transform into our butterfly shape. Again, using any pillows. You can bring the hips up higher, sitting on a ledge if you like. Finding the shape that works for you, as long as the soles of the feet are together and that you're feeling a little stretch up the insides of the legs and into the groin. And again, just gently folding forward over whatever props you like. And you can support the head with your one potato, two potato, hands if you like, or you can allow it to just drop down and lengthen through the back of the neck. So we come into our butterfly, and again feeling that connection to the belly, to the breath. And imbolc actually translates as in the belly. It's to do with the belly of creation, the belly of the earth, and those seeds rumbling around as the earth warms up start to turn in their earthy beds, releasing from their outer casing that kept them safe during the winter, but now releasing from that. To start to come into the next cycle of growth. So sometimes in order to move on and to grow, it requires a sense of sacrifice or of letting go of things, situations, just like that caterpillar has to let go of its own body even. And then slowly those cells grow, the new body parts, and it transforms into that beautiful butterfly. A few more breaths here. And then we slowly, gently release, just moving those props to the side and taking a little rebound. Lying down on your back if that's comfortable, or on your side or your belly. Just take a few moments here and tune in again and see what you notice arising. Any energetic movement in the body. Maybe some coolness in the legs or tingling. Cellular activity as the body responds. And the chi is often the coolness that you can feel. It almost feels like a gentle trickling of water, of coolness. And that's because chi loves the water-rich phases of the tissue in the body. Let's just slowly bring those knees in. a little circle with the knees going the same way, just a small one, so you can feel the very bottom of the back, the sacrum, getting that little massage. Let's go the other way. Bring the knees out, and let's just roll the ankles out. Let's roll them the other way. And then we're going to make our way back up to seated, so you can either roll onto your side or you lift your head, you lift your legs, you bring your palms down under your back, legs come a little bit down, up, and then you hinge, so you lower the legs and you push at the same time. And we come up to our hinge, bring that bolster or cushion back in, and we're going to come into a child's pose, but a nice supported one. So you can have your legs, your knees wide or together, it's up to you. And if you really struggle with your knees, then make your bolster higher, use some blocks underneath or another cushion, and then just allow your torso to come over the bolster, still keeping the hips back towards the heels if you can, and maybe supporting the head with the hands underneath the forehead, or you can turn to place your cheek on the bolster there. So all of these asanas, these postures, are moving us towards, hopefully, a place of relaxation, of being able to soften into the body, of coming into the moment and letting go of worries about the future or regrets about the past. So we come truly into this moment through the body and the breath. So just tune back in, feel the movement of the breath. Maybe closing the eyes or focusing on that candle. The candle is the symbol, or one of the symbols, of imbolc. It's the warm light, the flame, so the warmth of the hearth that keeps us warm in our homes over winter, but also representing the light of the sun, warming up the planet. Got about 5 breaths left. Just tune in, maybe listen to any signals that the body is sending you. Let's start to slowly release. And this time we're going to just roll anything out of the way and come onto your bellies for a belly rest. Have a little movement, a wiggle out, make sure you're super comfy. Maybe bring in the hands like under the forehead for that pillow. Close the eyes. Feel the connection of the belly onto the ground. Have your little rebound. And I'm just going to read you a poem while you're lying there. So, this is called Lie Down by Nancy Paddock. So let's all just come up. Just bring your forearms onto the mat. Let's move my bowl so you can see properly. Forearms on the mat, maybe the elbows are under the shoulder. Or maybe they're further out, maybe that's too high for your back. Maybe you want to walk the elbows further out and take a lower position. You can even bring the elbows forward and cup the chin in your hands, or use a bolster or a cushion and bring the forearms over and the chin down. So wherever you're at, find your sphinx, feeling that connection still with the belly to the ground. Lie down with your belly to the ground, like an old dog in the sun. Smell the greenness of the clover leaf. Feel the damp earth through your clothes. Let an ant wander the uncharted territory of your skin. Lie down with your belly to the ground. Melt into the earth's contours like a harmless snake. All else is mere bravado. Let your mind resolve itself in a tangle of grass. Lie down with your belly to the ground, flat out on ground level. Prostrate yourself before the soil you will someday enter. Stop doing. Stop judging. Stop fearing. This is not dying, but the way to live in a world of change and gravity. Let go. Let your burdens drop. Let your grief charge bleed off into the ground. Lie down with your belly to the ground, and then rise up with the earth still in you. So we've got a few more breaths here. Just allow the body to surrender. Relax, release. Marinate in the posture. thighs to be soft, shoulders to soften, down the back. Maybe even have a sense of your back as being the side of a valley. And as you breathe out, you can imagine the breath moving down through your spine, like water trickling down the side of the valley. Releasing debris, nourishing along the way. Let's slowly release. Bring the head down towards the floor, take that belly rest again. If you find this uncomfortable, you can wing a knee out to the side and turn your face the same side as that knee. That's a nice decompression. Just breathe, relax, feel the rebound. So all the asanas help us towards the final part, which will be the meditation. Just gently bring yourselves up. Come into either really small, so knees together child's pose, maybe using the forearms, and almost like you're curling up into a tiny ball. If you don't like that, you can come onto your back and draw the knees in, hug the knees in instead. So you're a nice curled up shape just on your back instead. Wherever you are, again just taking a few moments here, maybe closing the eyes. So yin's really a great practice to help you learn to sit still. And also it helps the joints to be more mobile, so keeping that flexibility, which is also useful if you want to sit and meditate for half an hour or whatever. You need to open the body, relax the body. And here we are in our little tiny shape, just like that seed, getting ready to begin our new cycle of growth, ready to burst forth with those new shoots of energy. So let's roll up. Let's find our seat, or if you prefer, you can lie down for this. It's equally valid either way. Lying down, it's like a visual relaxation, and that has its own benefits. You might relax more lying down if you struggle to sit, or you can come to your seated posture. So options are there. Finding a comfortable position now, maybe wrapping that blanket around you. Snuggle on in as we prepare for our final part of turning inward and maybe realizing our own inner seeds of potential and transformation. So wherever you are, seated or lying down, closing the eyes, feeling the body settle onto the mat, into the earth. Following the movement of the breath, that wave-like motion, carrying you from moment to moment. Each exhalation, relaxing down through the body, allowing the body to become softer. Each exhalation, allowing yourself to drift deep into the body, deep into the breath. Starting to discover our own stirrings. So just like the hard, cold ground at the moment, maybe it appears that nothing much is happening, but slowly, gently, the world starts to stir. The world starts to slowly warm up, and the seeds in the ground start to turn, getting ready to break free from their outer casing. It's kept them safe through the winter, but now they get ready to send their shoots up towards the light. And while it may not seem that much is happening in our own cold, hard landscape, we sense a stirring and a rising of energy as the world comes back to life. The cold is retreating. We smell the earth warming. We hear the sound of ice dripping, trickling out of sight. Things become restless in the new rays of light. The mouse nibbles, the badger scratches, the hare listens. And we also listen, listening into our own seeds stirring, dreams, wishes, memories of intention, images, or words that stir in our own body. So listen in now, tune in. Tune into your own stirrings. No need to search. Just sit or lie and breathe and notice what arises. It could be a word, an image, a colour. It could be an ancestor's voice calling out a forgotten wish. Don't analyse it, just allow the things to come. And if there's nothing, that's also fine. So I'm going to let you have a few moments here, just being and listening. So maybe something has arisen, maybe it hasn't, and that's fine. If you don't have anything, I'll offer you a few mantras. One of them might fit. So you could have the words, I am enough, I am enough, as your seed. And that's great for anyone who is very critical of themselves. I am enough. Or you could have, I am strong. Or me, here, now. For any of those warriors out there that find it hard to stay present. Me, here, now. So we're going to take our seed, whatever that may be. I want you to hold the word, the image, the colour, whatever you have, or the mantra. And I want you to place it in your heart space. Just visualize it lying there in your heart space as you breathe in and out. Allow that seed to settle into the heart space. and releasing all visualization. Feeling the body sitting here or lying. Feeling the body feeling the breath. Nothing left to do. Nowhere else to be. Walking, I am listening to a deeper way. Suddenly, all my ancestors are behind me. Watch, be still, watch and listen, they say. For you are the result of the love of thousands. Start to take deeper breaths in. Start to become aware of the space that you're in, your body on the floor. And maybe bringing some gentle movement back, or rolling onto a side. Walking, I am listening to a deeper way. Suddenly all my ancestors are behind me. Be still, watch and listen, they say. For you are the result of the love of thousands. So if you're not already sat, come up to seated. Let's rub our hands together. Maybe take your glasses off if you've got glasses like me. Rub your hands together, get a little bit of warmth into them. Think of one thing that you're truly grateful for right now in your life. Whether it's just having two hands to rub together, or getting onto your mat tonight. Well done. Let's place the hands gently over the eyes. Take a nice deep breath in together. And as we breathe out, we release the hands towards the heart space. We bow the head to the heart and we say Namaste. Namaste. So thank you as always if you are watching on YouTube. And I will just say bye bye.